Welcome to Happy Homes and Gardens. I'm your host. My name is Daphne Royse. I'm a real estate broker, architecture, and interior designer. AvantStay was introduced by a friend during the pandemic. It turns out short-term rentals are very popular and in high demand due partly to the pandemic. AvantStay is one of the best short-term rental companies nationwide and offers outstanding services and designs. I can't wait to showcase their homes to you. I have a special guest today, Candace Rein, who is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome, Candace. Can you tell us a little bit about AvantStay and yourself?
Hi, Daphne. Thank you for having me. My name is Candace Rein. I'm the Associate Creative Director of Standards and Innovations at AvantStay. I develop the brand creative on the design side, from furniture specs, product testing prior to activating in our homes, to introducing new experiential design elements and working on maintaining our brand standards throughout our portfolio. AvantStay is the leading hospitality brand in the short-term rental space. We are essentially redefining the way people travel. So we are a full-service company. We design and refurnish homes. We power bookings through a proprietary tech platform, and we operationalize in-field and remote management, all while activating elevated consumer touch points. And currently, we're operating just over 1,000 vacation rental properties nationwide, and with a few in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
How is AvantStay a pioneer in short-term rental market industry?
Yeah, AvantStay has certainly pioneered a new asset class for the hospitality industry. It's been very exciting to see our rapid growth from the early stages on. Just last year in 2021, AvantStay added over 400 homes to its portfolio, reaching over 1,000 for the new way travelers are seeking vacation rental experiences. So in addition, we have an in-house design team to help homeowners redesign and curate well-appointed spaces in their homes.
What does AvantStay design team do those competitors are lacking?
Yeah, so AvantStay designers truly work wonders. We assess many properties on a daily basis, all doing so remotely through a virtual scan. We provide general design upgrades ranging from light renovation of reflooring, repainting, switching out light fixtures, maximizing space by adding bedrooms, to completely refurnishing the home to fit within our brand standards aesthetically and functionally. So I think what differentiates us from our competitors is that all of our homes are so different, yet we consistently approach the design with group experiences in mind. We look at these single family STRs, the short-term rentals, with a hotel approach by really utilizing every square foot with some kind of experiential aspect. Whether it's a game table, a beautiful curated gallery wall, or providing extra seating by extending the dining table double the standard size. It really is about highlighting the home's amenities and designing around that, and thinking in a way of people gathering together and enjoying what the home has to offer.
Can you tell me a little bit about design transformation to a home to make it appealing to short-term rentals?
Yes, our goal for the design transformation is to appeal to travelers looking for a quick getaway, wanting to explore a new town and experience the local flair. So with that, our design is elevated, it's thoughtful, it's aspirational. We want our guests to feel inspired by the spaces. We also encourage owners to declutter a lot, which gives us free reign to see the true potential, and we jump on the opportunity to make it stand out, like adding fun wallpaper, a statement chandelier, interesting furniture in either a bold color or some natural texture to mimic that particular city, market, or region.
I love your background. Did you design that yourself and make it so
I
welcoming?
did. I did. You know, it really is important to work in a space that you feel inspired. So really try to carry that into my work. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess declutter is one of the key.
Yes, agreed.
What are some features for people to look in a home for purchasing and investments for a vacation rental?
Yeah, ideally open floor plan for entertaining your guests. Something with a pool or a hot tub just depends on the region you're looking into, whether it's a desert home or versus a mountain home. An incredible outdoor space with a view. So location is always key.
Do you typically design with the surrounding location in mind? For example, how does your design that differ from the market, like a Joshua Tree to Charleston to Smoky Mountains?
Absolutely. As I briefly touched on earlier, we design with location as our biggest inspiration. We want to incorporate our surroundings into the decor by bringing the outdoors in. For example, the designs in our homes in Joshua Tree emulate the warmer tones of a desert sunset using more mid-century modern styles, a mix of leather paired with a white oak wood, layered with some fun Southwestern print in the rugs or throw pillows. Whereas our Charleston homes are very light and airy, coastal, using cooler tones with a play on prints like traditional florals and block prints. And Smoky Mountains calls for a bit heavier, darker wood, wrought iron, and those type of materials, and maybe some accent plaid or a buffalo check print to play on that woodsy, moodier feel.
Definitely need to invite you to my house. Give me some
Yeah, would love
design
that.
advice.
Great, same there.
This sounds so inviting. Just want to go check out those places.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Of course, every home is different. What are the challenges in design?
Yes, that is a loaded question. Our bread and butter for AvantStay is being able to scale at a high level, which is pretty amazing for the business when we have many homes going live on AvantStay's website and other booking platforms. However, we are challenged with all the varied factors that come into play when designing a few homes all at once, and they're all completely different. So given that we design all remotely using what is called a Matterport, those are scans of the home where you can do a virtual walkthrough. What you don't realize is we, the designers, never set foot in majority of these homes prior to their installation. So it is tricky and it's a bit of a risk. I think all interior designers can attest that every decision made is a risk and that time and money is on the line. In addition, the turnaround period from when AvantStay takes over design, purchasing, installation, photography, and going live on booking sites is roughly around a month to 45 days, which is unheard of in the private interior design industry because furniture lead times alone are looking at 6 to 10 months out. So we're definitely experiencing the rush of all the moving parts happening all at once. And luckily we have such a strong team internally and a team operating in market to help navigate us through it.
Can you tell me a little bit about Matterport? What information you actually get from Matterport?
Yes, I think it's a great resource, which we use all the time. Basically, we outsource through Matterport. Someone will physically go in, do a virtual scan of your home with or without your belongings, but it really provides context for us to being able to walk through your home without really physically being there. So it saves on time and it's pretty cost effective as well because it really limits the time spent of having to travel to the home and take multiple meetings where it is all in one click and we get what we need from it. In addition to detailed floor plans as well that space out your home with specific dimensions. So that is all we need to do what we do, which is fully redesign and transform the home.
what if you had a metaphor send you information about the home, but the color is not matching in every room? So is there anything that you would do to fix at your design?
Yeah, so we always make suggestions. Like it is always helpful to have our design recommendations. And sometimes we have these homes that come with different colored paint where it's not cohesive, and we really want to bring that unison into um, a space. So we always suggest either painting it white because we've learned that also it helps with the performance of the photography. It really enhances the contrast when we receive the photography back for the listing photos. So there's such a difference night and day from when you go from light or dark to light. I really suggest it, and it's within our brand standards. It's just, it performs better. And you know, everyone is looking for that light and airy feel too. So it's a good translation through photography, especially when you're trying to speak to those guests. First impressions, everything.
With the AvantStay adding more hotel properties to the portfolio, what is the designing a hotel differ from your typical work with the vacation homes?
I think we still have the same thought process when approaching a hotel versus a standard vacation home. We still want to create and design around a great experience. So we really hone in on the small details to create that overall look. We hone on the quality of our linens and our terry. We really see the space as of a hotel where everyone can either, you know, book as a buyout. So we really try to envision all the experiences that could be had there. And that's where we pull in our amazing concierge team to help us envision and execute that. But really across, like, you know, for our brand, I think hotels are great exposure. You know, someone who's not familiar with us and sees our hotel, it's a fun way to really experience, just step in and see. And so that's kind of a great introduction. But we really have fun with it overall. I mean, hotels is a blank slate for us, and we can make it to whatever we want to be because it is 100% our design, which is really, really great. So here we pulled some images of our existing AvantStay properties. Here we have one in Coachella Valley. As you see, light and airy, white and bright. What I had mentioned earlier, you know, has great high contrast, especially mixing in with the furniture. We have a few statement chandeliers in the background, and we liven it up. Our wonderful stylists that we lean on add some lifestyle to each space so it feels very homey and lived in. And then you can ultimately imagine your family and friends gathering there. Next, we have an aerial shot of our Charleston home. These are really vital for our listing photos. It really just shows where location is, your view, what you could be doing on this property, all the parking space, the landscaping. So this is a great way to kind of gather a lot of context for our homes and potentially what you're going to be booking. And this is a tight shot of our Joshua Tree home. You know, we have some Southwestern prints that I had mentioned earlier. So a lot of pattern play happening here to go along with like the Spanish tile, really that authenticity of the Spanish beams, which is so beautiful. And we really try to stay true to when we begin a design, and adding in those natural elements. So, you know, a lot of texture, colors, you know, the jute rug or the seagrass basket, just making it very, you know, the aesthetic of the desert. And then of course we have our experiential aspects that I've also mentioned, you know, the guitar playing or the billiard table in the background. We have vinyl players and records, so, you know, everyone can enjoy and just really, you know, disconnect to connect. Ultimately, it's just a great way of being together. And then next we have our this wonderful, it's a spectacular home in Lake Tahoe, has a 180 of the lake, as you see. So light and airy. I mean, we didn't really have much to do here because the view spoke on its own. So we really just tried to bring in the beautiful, natural textures and some leather and soft upholstery. But this is by far my favorite home in one of our portfolios. Next, we have a mountain home. Again, aerial shots are key. We really do, during broad daylight, we do sunset and twilight shots to really capture location, to capture the view, because it's just really so magical to see, when the light turns throughout the day. It's really beautiful. And here we have one of our really amazing estates in Coachella Valley. This was the guest house, I believe. So this was considered not even in the main house, but more of the casita, which has this beautiful focal point of the fireplace and just like the stone front. So we really stayed true to, again, the architecture, bringing in some pops of color, more prints, and emulating the desert environment. So our art prints really speak to that. And then next we have another amazing estate in Coachella Valley as well. It's really a hot spot. This is by far one of our nicest homes there, and you can see a lot of funkiness to it. The designer had a lot of fun designing this one. So just adding in really deep jewel tone colors, mid-century modern. So really playing into the 60s, 70s era. And, the wallpaper in the bar area, who's not going to want to gather around there and make that as a photo opportunity for a group of friends. So this is the ultimate AvantStay, fully unbranded home that really, really captures our brand aesthetic. And lastly, we have this really cute beach cottage across from the water. This is in San Diego, but as you can see, the original cedar wall planks, we could not and wouldn't want to touch. This is original to the home, so we really celebrated that, and just bringing in fun beach accessories, and then the experiential items. That's something that you would play that guitar around a bonfire. So really just honing in again on the region, the market, what are fun activities we could do there, and really designing around that.
I love all your designs. Those are amazing. And it looks like you incorporated with the original house characters and just elaborating what they have and make it the best that you can do.
Yes. Yeah.
And you made me want to go vacation just in different locations now.
Yeah.
Why are short-term rentals is a good investment today?
I think the short-term rental market is thriving despite how the pandemic has impacted the travel industry. Travelers are booking short-term vacation homes more than ever before. So to be working with AvantStay, we provide a property management bonus. We have flexible programs to meet your financial goals as a homeowner. So this investment ultimately maximizes the rental income. So the design and capital improvements, they all increase the equity of the home. So it is a win-win. And as Americans become more accustomed to ever-changing regulations and shifting travel plans throughout the pandemic, short-term rentals continue to be a reliable solution for people looking to reconnect and travel safely.
And I understand that AvantStay released a trend report on 25 best locations to buy a vacation home. What are some top destinations for vacation homes?
Yes, sure. Joshua Tree, California, that is a hotspot, as I had shown in our slideshow today, but that takes the top spot on AvantStay's top 25 destinations. Joshua Tree's desert summers and cool autumn seasons attract nearly 2.4 million tourists annually. So making it an ideal destination to experience unique nature, sculpture gardens, museums, and nearby towns like Palm Springs. And second, Temecula, California, which is based in Southern California, that was voted most notably known for its famous vineyards, over 100 miles of bike trails. It's designated Playful City of the US, and it's an ideal investment destination too. And then lastly, I think Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, takes the third top spot for home investment location due to its excellent return of investment. It's an up and coming East Coast destination. It attracts nearly 12 million tourists annually.
Do you design all the locations yourself or with your team? Do you go every state?
That is the goal. We haven't had the chance quite yet because we're working through designing a lot more up and coming homes, but we are fortunate to have our team offsite in our wonderful properties and really getting to experience the homes, and just having fun and really being a guest within our own properties, which is really nice.
Would you want to tell us a little bit about your hotel portfolio? What would that coming to the market?
Yeah, so we currently have a couple in development right now. We have one up and running currently in Palm Springs, actually a few of them in Palm Springs, but one is called the Monkey Tree that should be launching early this summer. We redesigned it, exterior, full interior, so that is to be continued. Just waiting on everything to pan out before then. And then we have Black House, which should be launching early summer this year.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for sharing today.
Thank you, Daphne. It was so nice to meet with you.
It's very nice to meet with you as well.